This is the Peak Design 20-liter tote pack, a great photo and everyday carry pack that's loaded with awesome features, extremely comfortable, and can carry all the essential gear that you need. My name is Odie Matthews. If you like what you see here and you want more bag reviews, subscribe, hit the like button, and let's talk about this. Okay, one of my favorite things when it comes to bags are bags that can have multiple different uses. Bags that are convertible or hybrid or however you want to classify them. And the tote pack from Peak Design is no different. This thing is perfect if you want to carry it for minimal photo gear throughout your day, or if you want to convert it to maybe be your office, gym, or just your simple everyday carry bag. This bag is extremely simplistic as you only have one outside compartment for very minimal accessories and then a main inside compartment with no additional organization on the inside. It is extremely comfortable, can be carried in multiple different ways, and overall is a very enjoyable tote pack that I found to really love using when I took it to work, when I used it for the gym, when I loaded out with my camera gear, which is the current loadout that I'm going to show you, minus my full frame camera that I am currently using to film this on because I can't have it both in here and here, but I will probably film something with another camera of it actually being in here so you get the gist. You get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. You don't have to get into it too much. So this is a Peak Design product, so you know you're gonna get the premium quality when it comes to the material, the hardware, the comfort, the organization, the thought process that went into designing it. You are guaranteed to get that when you get a Peak Design product. And the tote pack has been extremely wonderful to use. Now I also have the 30-liter travel bag that they just recently came out with. I bought this and that together. I'm currently testing that, so if you wanna see my review on that, stay tuned because it'll be coming here very soon and I'm extremely excited. That bag has been absolutely wonderful. The 30-liter travel bag was a wonderful inclusion to their lineup, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for this. So let's dive into every nook, cranny, and feature that the tote pack offers. First thing, you're gonna get this material. Now I'm gonna link the description to the material page on Peak Design's website instead of sitting here and reading it all out. It's made from wonderful materials. It's got in-house hardware on their zippers. All phenomenal. The material feels great. You have this material on the outer shell is actually different from the material on the bottom of the bag. This is a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more durable. So if you put it down a little bit too hard, or maybe if it falls or drops, it's very scuff resistant. I really like the material that Peak Design uses. This is the same kind of material you get on a lot of their bags. It's always been phenomenal. In terms of hardware, you have their in-house premium zips, which are fantastic with these nice zipper pulls that I think are pretty great. Every zipper on this bag, even though there's not very many, are weather guard, which is awesome. This thing is very water resistant. It's great for the elements. You don't have to worry too much. Because of the closed top that is at the top here, it's magnetic and it has a weather guard zipper. I almost said YKK. I'm used to saying YKK. These are in-house zippers from Peak Design. Just as good as YKK. I mean, YKK is just the name brand because they got there first, but honestly, as long as it's not like a cheap 5-cent zipper that you got from, you know, like a back market alley in like Chicago or something, no offense to Chicago, but you guys that city seems like the kind of place that would sell like black market zippers that are pretty cheap. Just throwing that out there. That's the vibe I get. Deep dish pizza, what is that? We don't touch that. I'm on the East Coast. We don't touch that. Nope. You also have two wonderful handles here at the top that are connected by a nice little magnet that can keep them nice and close together depending on how much you fill out the top of this bag. Keep in mind, this is not a roll top bag, so you're not gonna get extra expansion up at the top. This is simply a zip closed bag that also has a magnetic flap. This is very much through and through a tote pack with a top access as your main point and then two side accesses that I will show you. You can see either side. It has their internal folding like divider system that they have in some of their other camera bags. You would see it in the 20-liter zip or their everyday pack that's like their normal and they have a zip version. It's the same kind of folding dividers that you would see in those. It makes up the internal components of this bag as well. These handles are both extremely comfortable and extremely nice. I love the fabric, very minimal. It's like that seatbelt type material with a little bit of foam on the inside. Really, really solid. On top of that, in the back, here you have the straps. Now, this is where it can be converted from tote to backpack. These straps are connected down here by some wonderful little, like, what are these called? G-hook clips down here with the Peak Design minimal branding. If you unhook these, then these straps will actually tuck away behind here, and that completely converts it to your tote pack carry, or you can do backpack. Now, and somebody might be able to correct me in the comments, I have tried to adjust these. Okay, so this is editor Odie. I just realized that I'm an idiot and I do know how to adjust the pack. I figured it out, So I'm gonna take all of this out and I'm gonna show you real quick how you actually adjust this bag. So this is where it disconnects, and as you can see here, there are little loops in every single one of these, and that is actually how you adjust it. So depending on your frame, you hook in whichever sides you need, and then they kind of tuck away back here, and that's actually how you adjust the straps on this bag. Now, I personally don't really use this in tote pack mode. I found that backpack mode is good enough for me. These straps are very minimal, just foam, not very sturdy, no load lifters, no extra support. If you weigh this bag down, these straps are gonna dig in. It's gonna be uncomfortable. This is a 20-liter bag. You wanna pack it a little bit on the lighter side. So if you're planning on bringing a ton of camera gear, this might not be the best option unless you are gonna go legit tote carry, because you don't have to worry about it digging into your straps. But overall, I think if you keep it on the light side, maybe bring like a full frame camera, maybe a couple extra tech pouches, maybe a jacket, maybe some lightweight stuff, maybe some stuff for your day, I think it's perfectly fine. When I was loading this thing out with all of my work gear, when I was taking it to and from the office, it was a 15-inch laptop, a keyboard, a mouse, a couple little tech kits, and just a couple other small items, not super heavy, but definitely like not on the lighter side, and I found it to be perfectly fine. Very minimal branding on this bag as well. You have the Peak Design logo up here, which depending on what color of the bag, depends on how this is highlighted. This is black on black. I like the black on black aesthetic. I think it looks the best. You also have very minimal branding on their zippers with the PD, the Peak Design, and then like I mentioned before, where it clips in down at the bottom, you have that very minimal Peak Design logo as well. So let's dive into the pockets on this bag. The first thing you have is this front compartment. Now this is perfect because it works in two different ways, which is why I really love it. You can use it as a quick access outside pocket for your keys, your wallet, your phone, things like that. But there's also small pockets on the inside that fit things perfectly, like a battery, maybe like wireless mics, like the Rode Wireless Go that I currently use, things like that. So this pocket is both used for quick access, but you can also transform it into a quick access for small, essential camera items, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. So what I have in here is a mixture of both. Last time I was using this bag, I packed a couple extra batteries for my Sony camera because the backside, the side that's closest to the inside of the bag, these little small pockets are perfect for things like Sony batteries, maybe some small SD cards. I'm gonna keep that in because I don't feel like doing that again. Some small SD cards, some smaller items, fit perfectly in the ones that are closest to the bag. Now, on the ones that are furthest out from the bag, the pockets are a little bit bigger. You have two of them. And in there, this is where I keep my ND filter, my variable ND filter, which is perfect. And then I also put my AirPod Pros in there because I don't go anywhere without a set of headphones. Then what else I have in here is just a mask because some places are still requiring it. A pair of my cheaper sunglasses because they're mixed in here with my car keys. These fit in there pretty nicely. And then you have this little adjustable with a lot of elasticity. I mean, this thing is crazy. This is their like little key thing. Now I actually really like this. I never got one of these before. This is the little hook and it goes right in here. This is perfect. If you have a lot of Peak Design products, a lot of Peak Design bags, these clips and these attachment points are very common in their bags, especially for their key clips. This was actually really, really nice to have. I'm not a big fan of usually using like the internal key clips because usually you have to clip the key, but this is so easy to get on and off that, and I like the way that it's like a nice little thing that it adds to my keys because my keys are lacking in the key department. That's what happens when you live in an apartment. You don't need a lot of keys, and I'm okay with that. But it has a really nice key clip with this elasticity, electric city kind of deal, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this quick access front compartment. I like it. It's simple, it's basic, it gets the job done. Then you move into the inside of the main compartment, right? So like I said, this is magnetic up here at the top. So you get the magnetic attachments and there's also a zipper on there. This is the top access, but it's easier to show you from the side. So on one side, you can see on in here, I have my main tech pouch with my mobile filmmaking kit on the top shelf in here. On the shelf below that, that's normally where I would keep my camera, my Sony a6400 with my standard lens would usually go right there. But if you fold this bottom one up just a little bit, there's actually another pouch that I like to keep down here. This is just my pouch for little extra goodies that you might nibble on, or you might get a little. but we're not gonna say that out loud. So that usually goes underneath there. I like to have that with me. You never know, it's always good. That is what is considered, if you're looking at the bag from the back, that is the right side. So you can kind of split this bag down the middle. You have shelvings on either side, or they can be completely flat across, like the top one is for me, where it's just the pouches, and then I have shelvings as you go down. So on what would be considered the left side of the bag, if you're looking at it from the back, you open this up, it's the same thing. I have another empty shelf here because it's where I'd also keep some of my extra camera accessories that I'm currently using. I will show you in post. And then below that, just underneath that shelf is just where I keep my SD cards. I prefer to have my batteries up close because I found that because I have a lot of 128 gigabytes and 64 gigabytes SD cards, I'm not filling these up as fast as I'm wearing down my battery. So this I don't need as quick access to because it would take up too much space in this front compartment. So I keep the batteries in there instead of keeping my whole battery case. And then I'm able to slide this down here at the bottom. I don't have to worry about it. You can also see the other view of my other pouches in here from here. And that is honestly it, except for the laptop compartment. The laptop compartment is in the back. It fits up to a 15-inch. I have my thick boy, old school 13-inch that I used to use before I got my new 13-inch MacBook Air Pro thing, whatever it is. And then in front of that, you actually have a smaller spot for tablets. So you have a nice spot for a 15-inch laptop and a smaller spot for a smaller tablet in front of that on the laptop compartment side. I feel like I'm about to explode. And the last little feature you have on this bag, which I think is really great, is it comes with these straps here at the front. These are perfect. There's 4 attachment points that you can attach these to. You can go crisscross, you can go up and down, however you'd like to. This is perfect because the inside of this bag isn't very expandable, doesn't have a lot of room. If you choose not to use the shelving dividers that they have, then you can fit tons of stuff in here depending on how you want to organize it. But keep in mind, there's no internal organization, there's no slots, there's no zippers, there's no pockets, there's no nothing on the inside except for the laptop compartment, but that's only if you want to get technical. So on the front here, this is perfect if you want to bring a jacket, maybe a lightweight jacket, yoga mat, tripod, things like that. I found it to be perfect for a jacket. An example in here, this is my Not Me Only hoodie. Fits perfectly on the front. Strap it down, adjust it accordingly. I like the front straps on this bag because it doesn't take anything away. It adds the aesthetic. I like it because it's black on black. These come with the bag. They're perfect. Like I said, if you want to have a little bit of a bigger item, maybe something that doesn't completely fit on the inside, you can strap it to the outside. It's always a nice addition, but it's always there if you need it. It's not in the way if you don't, and that's what I like about it. So with all of that being said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the Peak Design 20-liter tote bag, let me know in the comments below and I'll do my very best to answer those for you, or you can shoot me an email, odiematthewsbags@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to answer any other questions you have, provide photos or videos, whatever else you might want to see. Like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, all of that good nonsense. Thank you again so much for all the love and support. And with all of that being said, I will see you next time.